Hello, Veteran 0121 here. Welcome back. This is another episode of Dragon Quest VIII. In this episode, at the top of the video, I'm going to talk about the sword skill tree for the hero. For 4 points, you get attack plus 5. That's all it does. Increases your attacks with swords by plus 5. Dragon Slash inflicts 150% more damage to dragon-type enemies. On any other enemy, it's normal damage. No MP cost, but very, very good against dragon-type enemies. Obviously, the effects stack with weapons like the Dragon's Bane or the Dragon Slayer. You can... Wait a minute. I've already found an error. Tension, no. That's wrong! That's fucking wrong! Who the hell made this list? Already I found a fucking error. But yeah, you need 9 points for this one. One target, that's right. You can boost Dragon Slash with tension, so whoever made this fucking did it wrong. How do I edit this? Can I edit this page? Oh, it's locked? Is this shit locked? Oh no, it's not locked. I just gotta find it in here. Okay, that's Flame Slash. Dragon Slash, here we go. Yeah, this is the value I want to change. This is fucking wrong, man. Can I change this? Tell me I can change this. I can't fucking change this? You do not have permission to edit this page for the following reasons. Oh. Well, whoever fucking did this page did it fucking wrong, man. How the hell do you screw that up? Wow. Well, I'm going to use this list to help me, but there are some... I'm going to catch errors, obviously. Holy fuck. Yes, tension does affect Dragon Slash, damn it. Flame Slash. Apparently, yeah, you need 15 points for this one. One target. Tension affects this one. Inflicts 30% more damage to enemies unless they're resistant to fire. So there you go. And you can use Oomph. And wait a minute. Dragon Slash is affected by Oomph, too. So this is also wrong. Jesus Christ. Alright, 22 attack plus 10. Increase the sword attack plus 10. Yeah, whatever. Metal Slash inflicts 1 to 2 more damage to metal monsters, and it deals 150% more damage to machines. I guess that sounds about right. And Oomph doesn't affect this? I beg to differ. I don't know, I'm thinking Oomph does affect this. Tension, yes. Okay, so yeah, this list might be just horrible, man. Like, who did this? Okay, this might be right, might be wrong. Who fucking knows? Falcon Slash, this sounds about right. 2 slashes per attack, each 75%. Tension does affect it. One target, 52 points. And yes, Oomph affects the first attack, not the second. So, I guess, yeah, that's not even... written here, but it affects the first attack. Attack plus 25. Okay, that's probably right. Yeah, okay, that looks about right. Miracle Slash inflicts 125% more damage and restores your HP by 50% of the damage dealt. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then Giga Slash, this is when you get your sword skill up to 100. Works on a group. Tension affects it. Apparently, Oomph affects this too. I don't know how true that is. I'd have to test that out. I don't think I ever oomphed the hero when I was using Giga Slash on him in my test playthrough. And then you have Giga Gash, which is slightly more powerful. Apparently Oomph does not affect this. Again, I don't know how true that is. I'm going to have to test that later on, man. I wonder how many more fucking errors I'm going to find. And yeah, tension does affect this. I do know that for a fact. Alright, so for Yangus, I'm not going to be using axes right away with him, but yeah, we got Helm Splitter here. Single strike that reduces the defense of the target. Effect accuracy depends on the enemy resistance to sap. In the 3DS version of the game, it's actually been changed to Kasap. 25% of the defense will be lowered of the enemy when it's successful, not 50%. So they actually nerfed the Helm Splitter ability in this version of the game. That I know for a fact, because I noticed that Helm Splitter wasn't as good as it was in the PlayStation 2 version. Hatchet Man, very good skill. Single strike with a 50% chance of hitting the enemy and a 50% chance for a critical hit. So, yeah, you have a 50% chance if you do hit the target to score a critical hit, which is kind of bad. But there's an upgraded version of this skill that you get right here. Yeah, critical hit up. It just changes the critical hit rate. More attack power. Parallax. Single strike that does 50% more damage than a normal attack to a single enemy and has a 12.5% chance of paralyzing the enemy for 5 to 8 turns. Never really used this one all that much, but I guess it's alright. Axis of Evil. Attacks a group. Pretty standard stuff. Oomph works on the first enemy hit, basically the leftmost enemy. And tension does affect it. Executioner, one of my favorite skills in the axe tree. Single strike with a 50% chance of hitting the enemy and is an automatic critical hit if it connects. One of the best skills in the game, in my opinion. Great for hunting metal slimes. And liquid metal slimes and metal king slimes. Amazing. And in the axe tree, this is as far as I would go. Unless you've got spare skill points. But to start out, I would just put 66 into axes. I wouldn't go any higher than that. 20 attack and then Typho small, I wouldn't even bother with. Unless, of course, you have extra skill points. But anyway, enough blubbing. Let's continue on with the game here. Yeah, I'm going to be slowly explaining the skill trees. And that wiki page, I'm going to be pointing out stuff that I know to be false. Sleeping on the job, huh? Yeah, apparently, I don't know, this is kind of subjective. I wouldn't say that the nocturnal monsters are that much stronger than the daytime ones. I mean, I guess some of them kind of are, but not really. I mean, you certainly have different ones come out at night, for sure, but I wouldn't say that they're stronger. Yeah, the next video I'll go over more skill trees for the hero and Yangus. But, yeah, I want to be thorough about this shit, man. As thorough as I possibly can be. But yeah, the sword skill tree for the hero I would not bother with in the early to mid game. That's more late game, in my opinion.
I'm so sorry, I must have drifted off. How rude of me. I wanted to ask you a favor about this crystal ball. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Perhaps I should start from the beginning?
Please do.
Of course. Let me explain. My father, Kaldarasha, was once a really famous fortune teller. Lost treasure, missing people. There was nothing the great Kaldarasha couldn't help people with. But then one day, he lost his powers. All of a sudden, nothing he foretold turned out to be true anymore. It's probably because he stopped using a real crystal ball. This glass ball isn't...
Valentina, what is going on here? How many times have I told you not to touch my crystal ball? What? Aren't you that boy from the pub? What brings you here? Ah, never mind. I do not know what my daughter has asked you, but you can forget it. I do not need your help. I am fine as I am. I am going to bed. Valentina, say your farewells and show our young visitor to the door.
I'm sorry about my father. But whatever he says, he's the one who's really suffering since he lost his powers. That's why I wanted to ask you this favor. Can you find him a crystal ball? One that's big enough to bring back his powers?
Why, sure.
Really? You will? Oh, this is exactly how it all happened in my dream. So far, everything's come true. I also dreamt that there's a crystal ball hidden deep inside the cave, under the big waterfall to the south of town. I suppose only the daughter of the great Caldarasha could know a thing like that.
Hey man, it's getting late. Yep. Poor guy. Alright, so we're done in the town, so let's go and talk to King Trude. 'Cause he's gonna not want to know what the hell is going on here.
I see. Magnificent! Such devotion to her father. I'm impressed. Just how a daughter should be. And if this Caldarasha gets his powers back, there's nothing he can't find, am I right? Then we'll kill two birds with one stone. If everything goes according to plan, we'll find out where that hateful Dolmagus is. But time's getting on. Medea and I will stay outside. That's the last time we set foot in a barbaric town like this. But you should spend the night at the inn and rest well, so that you're ready to take on the world tomorrow. In the morning, we leave for the Waterfall Cave!
Except I'm going to be doing a lot of exploring before we go there. Alright, so at this point in the plot, time will actually flow. Normally. Little old man. What, you don't think he's a monster? Interesting. I love that guy. Yeah, sometimes running is the best decision. Well, anyway, let's go out and explore.
Ah, I was starting to think you'd got lost. Right, let's go to the Waterfall Cave and see if we can find that crystal ball. Medea and I will be right behind you. If you have any trouble, feel free to consult us. Away we go.
Okay. Yeah, so King Trode and the princess, or the horse princess, as Angus would call her, are not going to go into the cave with us, but that's alright. They don't fight anyways. Yeah, these blue chests, they refill after a certain amount of time, which is very, very handy. Would have liked something a little bit better than holy water, though. Like, I don't know, gold? Gold would have been better. Ooh, chest. I think this one's locked. But yeah, let's get into a fight. Come here, bunny. Ooh. Now that one is locked. I think we need the thief key for that one. Yeah, might as well fight these guys too, while we're at it. Yeah, sadder. These guys like to put you to sleep with their counting sheep ability. Which is pretty annoying. It's not too bad though, they don't hit hard or anything. Alright man, level 2. Yeah, in the first level, they don't really gain shit as far as stats. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention this too, right? Obviously, in this version of the game, as opposed to the PlayStation 2, you can see the enemies on the field and attack them. So yeah, there are no more random encounters, except when you're on the ocean. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot to mention that. But yeah, that is very, very, very nice in this version of the game. So it's a lot easier to level up because you can pick and choose your battles. Very handy for metal slime hunting. But yeah, candy cats are pretty easy. They like to lick you, and a lot of times they won't even attack. They'll just roll around in the grass and let you kill them. So yeah, they're pretty vanilla. Pretty weak. And then we got these guys. These guys here, they like to lick you. Other than that, they're pretty easy too. And I guess we'll fight these peppers. Capsicums. Tasty, huh? They look tasty. Yeah, that's the southern checkpoint. As you can see, we can't go that way yet. That's ultimately where we're gonna have to go. Yeah, those guys right there are pretty tough. Now that it's starting to get late, the nighttime enemies will come out. Like your bubble slimes and your beetle type enemies. And these fucking flame spirit guys. Those guys are pretty hard to kill. Mechanical birds, yeah. I don't like those guys either. I'm gonna wait till I'm a little bit higher level to take them on. If I can help it. Get away from me. But yeah, it's a lot easier to run away from enemies in this game as opposed to Dragon Quest VII. Uh-huh. Another chest. Hey, 82 gold. Nice. There we go. So we get some MP on this level, some better stats, and we learn the heal spell, which will heal about 30-ish HP to a character, 2 MP cost, and that's it. And again, when you level up, your stats get restored to full, which is very nice. That did not happen in the PlayStation 2 version of the game. A lot of quality of life improvements. It's just a shame this version of the game is on the 3DS, man. This is something that should be on Steam. It should be on the PS4 somewhere, like, you know, via download or something. Oh, okay, yeah, that monster up ahead there with that weird sword icon above its head, that is a recruitable monster. I do not want to fight them right now, because I'll get my ass kicked. But eventually there will be a point where I will want to fight them. They drop monster coins, which you can sell for gold. The first time you beat them. Yeah, these bubble slimes here, I guess we'll get in a fight with them. These guys can poison you with their physical attacks. Yeah, and Drakies, they're fairly vanilla. They come out at night. Oh, really? Come on, man. And we got an antidote herb, nice. Tap doubles, those guys can be annoying. We'll be seeing those guys in the Waterfall Cave when we go there. Or I think they're called tap doubles. Maybe they're just called dancing doubles in the earlier parts here. I don't know. There's a lot of palette swapped enemies in this game. I lose track of which ones are which sometimes. But yeah, I recommend being at least level 5 before you go to the Waterfall Cave. That's probably a safe level to be at. By the time you get to the boss in there, you probably want to be like level 6 or 7. Because, yeah, in the early going here, it can be a little rough. There's definitely a difficulty curve. Plus, you know, we'll be able to get some skill points, too. Although, for the hero, I won't be able to take advantage of skill points until I get a spear. Because the first few skill points I'm going to be putting into spears. I'll explain more about spears in the next video. I'm not saying that swords are bad. They are good, like, you know, mid to late game and in certain situations, but spears are the better choice in the early to mid parts of the game for most situations. Yeah, that guy right there, Hackzilla, you're going to want to wait to fight him. That guy is pretty tough at this point. Yeah, Seed of Life, that'll increase the character's HP by, I want to say 3 to 5, or maybe it's 2 to 3, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure the exact numbers of the seeds in this game. It seems to vary from game to game. Aha, blue chest. How much gold do I have? 295, huh? And more Seco Essence. That's an item that I think it's like, yeah, 60 more HP to a single ally. It's basically a glorified medicinal herb. Not really much to say other than that about it. But yeah, if we go over here, we end up in this little grove that we were at the start. So if you did miss that medicinal herb in that barrel, you can get it now, I guess. I don't know how you miss it though. It's kind of hard to miss. Castle Trodain, that's where King Trode is from. And the Horse Princess. And the hero too, I guess. Technically. Although we'll get more on his backstory later on. Yeah, they added scenes to this game to explain the backstory a little bit more to some of these characters, which is nice. I'm glad they added stuff. And this bridge being down, yeah, this is the bridge that connects Fairbury and Trodane together, but yeah, as you can see, it's no longer in service. And yeah, later on there'll be a cutscene explaining why the bridge is out. Yep, all in good time, man. All in good time. I'm gonna take my time with this game. Does he have like 1 HP left? Yeah, I knew there was another blue chest around here somewhere. And one thing I probably should show, as you can see, there's a mini-map. So, at a certain point in the story in the PlayStation 2 version, you get a map, which is helpful, but in this version of the game, you get the map from the get-go. There is no finding a map later on in the game. It certainly helps. Oh, and all the dungeon maps that you would normally find in the PlayStation 2 version had now been replaced with gold chests. So instead of finding a map for the dungeon, you actually get certain amounts of gold in the chests that would have had the map in the PlayStation 2 version. So a little extra money, another quality of life improvement. Because, you know, more money is always good, especially in the beginning parts. And yeah, we could climb the waterfall hill here and talk to the guy in the hut up there, but I'm going to wait to do that for later on. I want more characters in my party and to do more party talk because they say some pretty funny stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be skipping a lot of stuff, a lot of side stuff at first. Because it's a lot more feasible to do it when you got more characters and stuff like that. Okay, I'm just going in circles at this point, I think. I think I've gotten all the treasure I can get at this point. If I did miss something, then whatever, I'll just get it later. I suppose I could show off these fire spirits. These guys can be annoying. They like to cast frizz spells. Yeah, and they have pretty high defense, too. Yeah, these guys here. These guys like to do an attack to knock you off your feet. Yeah, these beetle boys. These guys are kind of tough, too. In fact, I need to heal, like, immediately. And wow, no damage? Oh boy. Maybe this was a mistake. Three damage. I might need to run from this fight. I'm not even strong enough to take this guy out. 1 damage. No. No fucking way I'm gonna beat this guy. And not, especially if he's fucking dodging attacks. Yeah, see, you're just fucking too weak at the beginning, man. For some enemies. Yeah, there's a red tree there. That's going to be important later on. I believe you have to talk to the guy on the waterfall. Yeah, it's not there. It'll be there later. Yeah, there's a tool bag by that red tree. If we initiate a quest, a side quest. Need to level up. There we go. And we learn the Squelch spell that would cure character of the poison status. And we get 8 skill points. Alright, our first skill points. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some skill points to spears. I'm going to start out with spears. I'm going to get spears all the way to 59 skill points. To start out, to get lightning thrust. Lightning thrust is essentially the same thing as executioner. Well, yeah, it is, except with spears. But, yeah, I'm going to put some points into this. Yeah, I got 8 points, so I'm just going to put 7 in for now, because that's all I really need. Doesn't matter if I put the extra point in. But yeah, even though I don't have a spear yet, I want to level this up first, because spears are just great. Yeah, Mercurial Thrust is a skill that does 80% of your base attack power and ignores the agility stat. You will always act first before anybody else in the battle, whether it be your allies or enemies. So it can be very, very useful as a finishing attack. Like if you weaken the enemy and you just want to be able to finish them off fast. Alright, so Fisticuffs is what I'm going to do with Yangus to start out. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put some points into that. 3 points to start, that's fine, whatever. I don't need to put in any more than that right now because it doesn't matter. I'll save the extra point for the next level. So yeah, I think I'm just going to unequip that club I got on Yangus. And if I did equip it again when I get more, I guess I do get more. I'll keep it for now. Until I get the next skill, which would be like more attack power, I think. so yeah. Gotta get to level 5, man. But yeah, with Fisticuffs and Yangus, I'm going to want to get him to 42 points to start out. That way he can get Thin Air Attack. Because that is a very good skill. Very good. Hits all enemies on the screen, very powerful. Based on, I think it's like based off your level and your magic stat, but it is very good. Yangus doesn't have a high wisdom stat, but it still does good damage. And it gets more powerful as you level up. So it's a great early to mid-game skill. And in fact, even end-game, it's still good. Not as good as some of the other ones, but it's going to be great for him. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's that one chest that I can't unlock. Okay, whatever. But yeah, I'm just going to fight around this area some more. And get up to level 5, and that'll be it, man. I'll be going to Waterfall Cave in the next video. I know it kind of seems like I'm wandering around in circles and fucking around maybe a little bit too much in this video, but whatever. I want to start out slow. Cypress stick, whatever. I don't need that. Alright, so yeah, that's all for this video of Dragon Quest VIII. In the next episode, we'll be going to the Waterfall Cave. See you next time. Bye-bye.